Hi folks, today we're going to be looking at contractions, and today you'll learn what are they, where do we use them, and most importantly, how do we use them. The proof is the hint is sort of in the name, contractions. Obviously that means to make something smaller. But let's have a look in a bit more detail. If you just come this way, please. So contractions, what are they? So they're two words that are joined together to make one smaller word. Okay, they're joined by an apostrophe, which is one of these bad boys, almost like a comma in the air. Let me just redo that. There we go. Comma in the air in the place of the missing letters. So let me show you some examples. So we got two words on each line here. We got I am, we are, cannot, did not. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to contract each of the two words to form one smaller word and joining them up using an apostrophe. So let's have a look. So I am turns into I'm, and you see the apostrophe is in place of the missing letter, which is the A, and that turns into, from I am turns into I'm. And we've got two words here. We are. Contract them together to make one word. We now have created the word where. And the apostrophe is in place of the letters that are missing. In this case, it's just the one letter, which is the A. So as a result, we've contracted we are to where. And let me just make one thing clear, that the meaning is exactly the same. And the third example I've got here is cannot. Okay, and that contracted down forms the word can't. And the apostrophe is in place of the letters that are missing, which is the N and the O. And lastly, we've got the example did not. Contracted down to form one word, we get didn't. And the apostrophe again is in place of the letters that are missing, and in this case it's just the one letter, which is the O. So we often use contractions when we speak. It's much more common to hear someone say, I can't go outside to the park with my friends because I'm social isolating. Rather than say, I cannot go to the park because I'm social isolating. I'm not saying people don't say cannot, but it is a bit more commonplace to hear that. Also, we use them in informal writing, such as diary writing, text messages or emails to friends, like in comic books and stuff like that. So you would see a lot of contractions there. But we don't use them when writing formally. That's when we're writing in like official letters, so letters of importance, like a letter to Mr. Cooper, for example, an email to Donald Trump. You wouldn't say can't, you would rather instead you'd say I cannot, or instead of didn't, you'd say I did not, or we are instead of where. So yeah, look, contractions not the hardest style of writing to sort of get your head around. Maybe the spelling is a little bit tricky. You might sort of need to sort of think about how to spell each contraction, but as a whole, the theory behind it isn't really rocket science. But look, I hope this video is of some assistance to you for today's activity, and any questions, just give me a shout. Make sure you wash those hands. Thank you guys. Bye bye.